We're the Godfathers. Episode 19. We had some technical difficulties. No internet last week.
Thanks, AT&T.
Yeah, oh boy.
The whole neighborhood was
Yeah. We were down like
for
a day and a half.
36 hours.
Yeah.
Are we getting a refund?
No.
Are you going to put in
No.
for that? I think we should.
I mean, a bit annoying.
Ridiculous.
I had to go to a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You take a call.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Completely shut down. Then I came
and
back.
I know our followers were just devastated that we didn't have our episode last week.
Sure. I got a lot of cheer because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Internet sucks,
yeah.
but it is what it is.
As always, brought to you by Good Days Classic Cocktails. Visit our store locator on our Instagram, Drink Good Days, or our website at www.drinkgooddays.com. We got some great swag. You can purchase some swag. We got t-shirts, hats.
What's new? What's new and what's hot?
I mean, they got that rope hat. I'm not a big fan, but yeah,
Who
people like
decided
that.
on that? They do the kids and the rope hat.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I'm like,
I mean,
what are we doing? Why are we bringing that
I
back?
got a nice book, like notebooks.
Because writing, like a journaling, you're drinking. What goes better with drinking than
We got
journaling?
glassware, t-shirts. We got the golf shirt. Yeah,
Frisbees?
check
Cooler.
it out.
Is there a cooler yet?
There's a
Oh, they're a little cool. I got one.
We got
I
one.
think they're a little
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's a good one for the golf course because you can fit like perfect, like 4-pack in
you
there.
can get 6 going
And-
for icy cold.
Yeah, I think
5.
I think the 4-pack with a good amount of ice in there because I love them cold. Ice.
Well, we're gonna have them on Saturday
we are going to add.
when we play golf.
We are. What's going on with us? I played more golf this year, like with you and like with the boys.
No,
I mean, I play a lot of corporate golf.
but
Well, I always say that too. I think I talked about it earlier in the year. I was like, most of my golf is just these corporate hit and giggle things. I don't really go where we keep score and stuff. But this is like 4 weekends in a row, I think, or 4 out of 5, something like
yeah,
that.
I might even sneak out tomorrow afternoon.
I'm-
I might.
So yeah,
Good.
I may be able to play Friday at work. Somebody's. We'll see. We're gonna see how that goes.
Work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, work from the course, bring a customer.
I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Friday.
See if I make the cut for that one. That's gonna be a good one.
Friday, I got a meeting at 9 a.m.
But we're playing Saturday, 1:30
Yeah.
with the boys again.
No,
What do we do? Us against the boys? Us against the world? What are we doing?
I mean, how did Owen play this past week?
Really good on the back. He was only 2 over on the back. Up front, not so great. He was kind of spraying all over the place on the front.
Jacob
But
played down in Tampa. He said
birdie 12. He did like this far in 12. Almost knocked it in.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's good to play. I mean, got the new irons. New
He does. Jason stepped up.
Trying to get
Those are nice, man. What are those again?
rogues.
Rogues. Callaway?
Callaway, yep.
Yeah. And you got a new, what? 3-wood?
For what a 4 hybrid.
Yeah.
So
Putter's the same.
putter's the same, but I do have a old
Oh.
blade putter in
Yeah.
the garage. I'm
Yeah.
putting that back. I'm over the limit of clubs you're supposed to have,
No one's going to call
but I can go lefty with it too. Sometimes.
Ooh, you mean like an old mallet? Putter?
Yeah.
No, I know you want to talk about like the gold.
Like
the,
I putt once.
Oh wow!
So I might put it in the bag. Try it here.
I'm telling you, I've seen a guy putt lefty.
I'm a pretty good putter anyway,
pretty good.
but I don't know. I think I probably should be lefty.
Huh. All right,
So
maybe you were born to be lefty.
But I mean, we played golf Friday with the ladies.
That was fun. Got the
Yeah.
kids out there
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the rain.
Chris had some good shots. Elizabeth
Yep.
hit it nice and straight.
Yep.
You know, she doesn't play a lot of golf either. So,
That was fun.
yeah, we both we're 6 over,
Something like that. Yeah.
9.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
I mean,
Nice dinner afterward.
that
Yeah.
was a golf ball.
I know. I didn't either.
I mean, I
Yeah.
hope not, right?
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Maybe I did. I did
Yeah.
pump one in the street. I think.
No,
I had one.
I was good. Yeah, it was. I mean, I love to have my A wedge back.
Yeah.
Because that's my 100 to 105. You know? I mean, it's interesting that text he sent.
That text I saw today. So let's go over that one real because this again. It was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, pull that up.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you and I talked about this, and I said it's ridiculous that people want to tie you to how your age, right? What tees you should be playing are somehow tied to your age, and I was like,
Yeah.
bullshit. It's tied to your handicap, right? How well you play. So what I sent Jason this week was from the USGA. It was suggested tee lengths for how far you hit your 7-iron because there's a course called Erin Hills, which I think has the U.S. Open here this year or next year.
Maybe.
Either way, big course. I think it's in Pennsylvania, right? Erin Hills.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yes, yeah.
they said they put this thing out a while ago. They said if you hit your 7-iron this far, and there's the chart, this is the tees that you should be playing, right? Or the tee box distances that you should be playing. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's spot on. right?
So I hit a 7-iron, probably like 150.
I'm right at 140, and that's exactly where I should be
So
playing.
so
It's
I
6,000 yards,
so I'm probably
somewhere in between that.
and I think I probably not. I think I sent to Rick. I'm like, I probably should be like 61 to 6,300.
Yeah.
Which I would live with. I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
See, I'm
But the
fine
guys
with
I play with, the young
ridiculous.
guys,
Yeah.
they're playing 68,
But
7,000.
that should have nothing to do with
Yeah.
your age, right? Or the fact that
Dude,
you're
you're
a man or
pumping.
anything else.
You're
Could you imagine that? Yeah, well, there's lots of people who are, I'm sure.
maybe my
And if you're hitting your 7-iron 170 yards, you should be playing 6,800.
maybe I will be back there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hit. I like my pitch is 120,
Mhm.
110 to 120.
Yep.
My 9 is like 120 to maybe 125.
Mhm.
It's not much difference, to be honest.
Yep.
And then I'll use it. My 8 fluctuates. It can go to like 130 to 145.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you always get a hold of a ball every once in a while,
Sure.
but yeah, that's good. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna
Yep.
keep this in my
Yeah.
because the next time I play these, and plus anyway, I'm older. These guys are,
But again, it's
they're 36, 32. I'm fucking
but if you're 36 and you're a 30 handicap, you should play the appropriate tees. You should not.
I should not be playing golf.
Yeah, you shouldn't be back there on the black tees, the championship tees, because your buddies are young and they think,
Dude,
oh,
if I'm at 30 handicap,
yeah,
I need to just not play.
okay.
I think
You get my point.
I think putt is more my speed.
Yeah, could be.
So
Could be.
I like that. I like that. So, look, we're a couple weeks behind, so some of the stuff is kind of
Well, some of it's going to be wrap up and recap versus what our plans are.
yeah.
What
So
we talked about. You want to jump into the financial one,
go ahead.
right? The cost of the NFL.
Oh well, this is like I think it's part of it.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back.
So obviously, let's do the PGA Championship because
Sure.
that was about a week back.
That was, and we talked about who we thought was going to win. Right?
So you
You had some picks. I had some picks.
and you had Scheffler,
I did.
of course, but your other guys weren't even in the running.
One of them didn't make the cut. Oberg didn't make it.
Yeah.
And the other guy kind of petered out at the end. But yeah.
So I had Bryson and Rahm were in it for a while.
Yep.
And
Kep didn't make the cut, right?
and Spieth, I don't think did he.
No, you're right.
So what I love about that, I think they should put this on every golf course they play. Thick rough, let them fucking have to go through it.
Sure.
Affect the game.
Yep.
I mean, it's like the shit we play in.
Yeah.
They play in the majors. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, Scheffler is a machine.
He is. He really is.
I mean, and I don't care. He's a great dude. Bryson's he is like,
That's too bad. Bryson, yeah, he just had two kind of blow up holes.
yeah. I mean,
but
you know, I love it. He didn't like rest on his boy. He's like,
No.
I'm going to get better. He's still high-fiving the crowd afterwards. He's congratulating. I mean, I can't wait when they get back on the tour together again. They're playing a lot more often, the best golf. Like when they do the world rankings, like some of these guys, how the fuck are they in the top 10?
Right.
Like it's bullshit because they don't count the live on anything. That's a lot of that golf.
I did too.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a blow. He pulled away. Like it wasn't that close. But
So what's next? British Open's not until July. US Open.
US Open is like
It's not. Is it Father's Day? No, it's not Father's Day weekend, or it is.
it's like in 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be the same people.
That is. Yeah.
The one thing I like, I mean, it was an anomaly, but the long hitters at this past major weren't like the biggest factors.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I know Scheffler, right, but the guys who could hit it a little bit short and keep it in the guardrail.
Keep it in play, yeah.
I mean, look at McIlroy. He's one of the longest hitters. You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Well, and the rough's going to be even worse than the US Open. It's typically.
Oh yeah.
Players.
Well, they got Nicklaus's tournament this weekend, Muirfield. Roy didn't even tell him he wasn't coming.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be one of those big money events, and he doesn't even tell the host that he's not coming.
Hey,
Jack was real nice about it, but I think he was pissed.
sure.
I mean,
Why? What was his excuse?
no one said a thing.
Or he just wants a week off?
He already took. I mean, come on.
All right. You know what? Maybe something's going on at home. Maybe he's a little.
Yeah, maybe he's finally getting a divorce.
Maybe he's a little nicked up. I don't know.
No, he's
Yeah.
a punk. Another reason I can't stand.
All right. All right.
Okay. But too early to tell who's going to win. But
Well,
you got.
we'll talk about that next
You
week.
got to
Leading
play.
up to the
I
US
mean,
Open.
Scheffler.
I'm not making picks too soon.
Scheffler. I'm just
No US Open picks yet.
So
I'd say what? All right. How about this? We say you can't pick Scheffler. All right. You got to pick somebody else. It's like when Tiger used to play. Like I used to play in these like golf pools, And you could not pick Tiger because everyone was like, "Well, if you pick Tiger, you're just gonna."
Did you
I saw an interesting stat about Tiger today, but go ahead.
did you watch the most recent Full Swing
I think the
season 3?
first 2 episodes, maybe.
I just finished
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We're almost done with Kingdom, so but I think I'll probably
Was it Keegan Bradley?
Yeah.
He's the Ryder Cup
Cup
coach.
captain. He was playing well in the PGA.
He played, but I'll tell you, like he might be playing golf for the Ryder Cup and being the captain.
could be.
He's not a bad golfer. He's probably pretty good. Good dude. I like him.
Mhm.
He did a good job in that show. And I like what's his name? Is he Indian?
The Gala,
No, what's his first name? Satif?
Sagala.
No,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him too.
They do a good job. You know, that's where I have disdain more for Rory because when he's doing great, he's like the best. I want to be part of everything, and when
Sure.
he's like being a little weenie,
Yep.
he is
He
good.
pouts about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So you haven't finished it yet.
No, I have not. Like I said, I think first two or three. We'll get after it again.
All right.
I like Joel.
I love him. I wish he'd
Yeah.
just get better.
I know.
He's
I'm
like-
not sure his heart's in it. His caddy's hilarious too. I like that they're back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like his story. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoy watching him.
They do a thing about the caddies. Did you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
that episode yet?
No.
Scheffler's caddy's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one that. I mean, how is he?
He's rich. He's filthy rich.
I
That
mean,
guy.
he's making millions.
Yeah, I mean, you make 10% plus,
Whatever else.
Yeah.
Whatever else he gives him.
he's
So.
rolling in it.
But they do a good job. I want to watch I was listening to one of those morning shows this morning.
Yep.
Radio. The Osama bin Laden documentary
Yep.
on Netflix.
Mhm.
Heard it's pretty damn good.
Yep. We're gonna get to Netflix in a minute, right?
We will.
Yeah.
But so we'll tidbit on that.
Yep.
Like he lived in this neighborhood for years.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't know it.
Nobody knew.
Nobody turned him in.
I mean, big old fucking house. I mean, none
Yeah.
of these people turned like. Eventually, they figured it out.
Sure.
Obviously, but I mean, we're talking years. And that one bombing, what they thought where he
He
was.
probably kept his yard up. The HOA didn't turn him in. There was nothing to see, right?
No letters lately.
No letters.
No.
He didn't have any junk or what's
No.
this called? Debris on his yard.
You think I'll get one for my dumpster?
Yeah, so Jason's got a huge dumpster outside. He was gracious enough to let me put a rug in, 2 rugs in there.
I got to put my rug in there now.
Do you? But yeah, it is overfloweth, and we're not thinking it's gonna
It's gonna cost.
pass inspection. I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
torch it
No.
or get in there with your chainsaw,
We-
cut all that shit up
you think
into
it-
tiny little pieces.
Burn it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like white trash, though. So
True. Yeah.
I'm not there.
Well, you can play. Well, what are they gonna charge you if you go over? What they already tell you?
$100 probably. If it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So,
It's just refreshing though, isn't it? You
Oh.
should see his storeroom now down here in the basement. My goodness.
I mean,
I haven't seen it that clean since
we can
since
I can dine in there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, and we cleaned out like our attic, like my attic that's off my bedroom.
Yeah.
Where I keep off.
Yep.
I mean, I can like sleep in there.
Nice.
It's unbelievable.
Maybe we should put our studio up there. Yeah.
Well, the studio may move there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we won't have this bag. We'll have a different bag.
What's the story on that?
I know. I just gotta go get it.
What?
I
So it's
just gotta.
done?
Yeah. I just gotta go get it.
Yeah.
Probably get it maybe next week.
All right.
Because I want to maybe like Thursday. He texts me like, when are you coming to get it? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm busy, bro.
Yeah.
I got 17 job.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So this is where we always differ.
Yep.
The Braves.
Yep. Bravos. So I went this past weekend.
yeah.
Kept my streak alive. I'm 4-0. I've seen 2 walk-offs and 2 absolutely just one-sided affairs. So they either have a penchant for clutchness when I'm there, or they just go over the top and destroy teams. So, but what a great day! It was Saturday. It was Memorial Day weekend. A lot of things, a lot of stuff going on last weekend. It was a lot of fun. Got some good seats for my buddy at work, and
Oh, you got to use
sucked down a few,
Wes?
a few missiles. So yeah, it was good. Good time. They won big, 7-1 that day. Acuna hit a bomb. So yeah, that's just when you think we're back, baby. We are so back. Then they lost to the Padres game 3, lost the series, and then lost to the Phillies last night. And then tonight, I don't know. I'm gonna update here real quick.
yeah, I gotta have it on.
They're back to below 500.
3 games under.
Yep.
They're going backwards. So since Ronald's been back,
Yep.
they're under 500. Now he's only one man.
Look, you can't yell about Strider last night. He gave up 1 hit, 4 2 3.
Again.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Oh, it wasn't you. Some of my buddies at work were like,
How
they're trying to give up on Strider, and I'm like,
did you give up? Look, he's just getting back. I
Yeah.
don't look. You can't expect him to be where he was
Yeah.
last year. He's doing 98, 90, like he's doing 95, 96.
Yeah.
That's okay though. Like,
Yeah.
but
he was
dude,
wild last night, but one
dude.
hit and 1 run, 4 and 2/3.
you give up 2 runs and you can't fucking score.
Yeah.
Another weak attempt for Matt Olson, bases loaded. I mean, Michael Harris is like swinging at shit hitting the ground. Sure.
I didn't watch
Dude,
last night.
Michael Harris he's a great defensive player, but I was listening to, regular sports talk, Nick and Domino, Tony and Domino, and he's like, this might be what they are.
Cellino's really, I mean, Cellini's really, he's going off on them this week.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, we're only 11-9. Look at that ERA, 2.83, and we're only 11-9. And look at the Phillies. We can't score runs. The Braves are terrible. All their losses are 1 or 2 runs.
Mhm.
They're god awful. Dude, this team doesn't have it. I'm telling you.
So we talked about it this past week. When are they going to change the closer up, right? When are we going to bring him back, right?
Oh, Ken Brill.
Yeah.
When's he coming up?
I don't know.
I mean,
What are we waiting on?
the dude is playing out of
Who's
his
lighting
mind.
up at AAA,
Yeah.
right? Let's give him a shot. It can't be any worse than what we've got right now.
Oh, I mean,
Iglesias is just.
I would have. The other guy last night gave up a run, but he throws 100. Hernandez.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he throws like I'm like, why isn't he our closer?
Yeah.
And then I know he had but again, when you only give up 2 runs, I think the Braves postponed, so they won't lose. Actually, they're 4 games under 5.
Philly. It's raining Philly.
20. They're 25-29. They have to go. The number was like 65 and 44 to rest away to maybe make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're going to blame it on Snit. He's going to retire because they'll fire him anyway. And AA's just going to get a free pass. And I don't think
Well, you can't complain about the pitching. Last 20 games, right? 2.8 ERA.
They can't score. They can't. No timely hitting. They got rid of Arcia. They released, which I get. Nick Allen is not the solution either.
No.
His
Night manager.
His
Yeah.
fucking average is going in the toilet.
Yeah. Well, he's out there for defense, right?
I mean, do you keep Ozuna? They got to sign.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens August 1st, right?
It's disappointing because I love
you're still thinking they're going to be sellers.
I think they're going to be sellers. I mean, they have to go like 10-1 to prove me wrong. They can't even win a game right now, so I don't even know how they can win more or less.
Sox this weekend. They got Colorado.
Their schedule was tough.
Yeah,
they had their opportunity. They had a soft schedule and they didn't do shit. So
they beat the Red Sox 2 out of 3 in Boston. Now Boston here this weekend.
Boston ain't that good
after Philly. So, and then it's Colorado, and then I can't remember the next series is after that. So hopefully they can right the ship.
So anyway, I hope
exciting to see Acuna come back though. Hit 2 bombs back-to-back games. That was insane. First pitch, just absolutely.
I mean, dude, he's our best player.
Yeah,
there's no doubt. And I want him not get hurt.
Yep.
I mean, he's hitting 300 right now. Sure. So he's doing his job, but
and he's playing good defense. I didn't watch the game last night, but they said he almost threw a guy out. Last night again.
Oh, he threw out the other night. I mean, the scary thing is I don't want him to do too much because we don't want to fuck his knees up again. But again, when he comes up the bat, no one's on base.
Yeah.
Michael Harris sitting in the bottom of the order. I'm supposed to be your second leadoff guy hitting 228. So anyway, well, this week let's see what they are. They're 25-29. We'll see what they are next week. I mean, even if they won 4 straight, that's 500. Remember, we get to 500. Yeah. And they get to 500.
They only got there for a day, right?
And they go backwards.
Yeah.
So, you watch any NBA playoffs?
No. In fact, I just asked at lunch yesterday, like, where are we in this whole thing?
So the Knicks are on the verge of getting.
Yeah, they're down 3-1.
And
Minnesota's down 3-1.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
so
the ratings are shit.
Yeah. So it's going to be OKC and Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana's a good team though. They're better than the Knicks.
I can't name one guy in Indiana.
Albert, he's really good. He's balling.
Where's the
and then they
have the MVP guy, right? The Canadian dude. What was he on?
What's up with that?
Oh, he's on OKC.
How about that? 7 years in a row.
Yeah, a foreign player
winning the MVP.
It's an international game. This is what they're after. This is why they've been pushing it. China,
pretty good,
and
pretty
and Europe, and other places try to get the best talent from around the world to come play in the best league. So yeah.
So
they succeeded in that.
So I haven't watched it.
Yep.
I just kind of look and see what's going on. I don't really care. But I had this last week. So Giannis is once out of Milwaukee. You know, he's been in the league like 15 years now.
Yeah.
He's still like fairly young.
Still a top 5 player in the league.
And him and Trey been hanging.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
I have heard some rumors, but I didn't know it was.
So I'm hoping the Hawks do something drastic.
They got 2 first-round picks and then trade who?
They
Who
got
trade
some
for?
talent. They could trade Jalen Johnson, even though they say he's untouchable. You got to keep Shea, keep Dyson Daniels. You bring in a Giannis, you can get some role players to build around. I mean,
I'd be excited.
that would be a 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah.
Trey Young and a guy who's better, he's actually be the number one.
Yeah.
Giannis will be your number one. Trey Young will be your number 2 player.
Right.
And that's where he needs to be. So it'd be interesting because I love to get back. I love watching basketball, really. But the NBA needs to play more defense. Stop shooting 3-pointers. Boston's ruining the game. All right, tell me your stat, Tiger.
So the Tiger stats, saw this today. They said back when Tiger was in his prime, there was a stretch where he won 22.7% of every tournament he entered. So if you were betting on him, right?
Yeah, you had more than 23% chance winning.
Right. So he had just as good a chance as Angel Reese has of making a basket this year. Because you know what her shooting percentage is? 22.7.
I thought she was one of the superstars.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
So
Tiger had just as good a chance of winning an entire fucking tournament than she does of making a basket.
So speaking of the UNBA, you brought it up, so I'm
Yep.
going to go. So I think I heard the other day, Caitlin Clark, like something happened where
She's hurt now, yeah.
Yeah, they were going to go play somewhere.
Yep.
I think Chicago maybe.
Yep.
And the tickets were like, for that game when she was playing, like 80, 90, 100 bucks, whatever. When they found out, dropped down to like 12 bucks.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I don't care. Yeah, the WNBA needs to embrace the Caitlin Clark phenomenon because it makes everybody else.
Yep. A rising sea.
Yeah.
Right? Lifts all.
I don't know if they should be making more money because that league loses money.
Yeah, no, they
And
can't.
the NBA
They
supports.
should make
And it's nothing to do about men versus women. It's just
Yeah.
the economics of that.
Sure.
Now, if they keep filling stadiums and get more players like exciting like Caitlin Clark, or I'm sure there's other players that I don't. I don't follow it that close. She is one of the things.
Everything should be tied to revenue, and it really is. I mean,
So,
they've been propped up by the NBA.
Now,
for
granted,
years.
if you're pretty good, you make money doing endorsements.
Sure.
Now, I mean, she's making $200,000 a salary, whatever they're paying her, but she's making millions in endorsement.
Yeah.
And so is what's her face.
Sure.
She's making money.
They got Gatorade ads, and,
so
Nike ads, and all sorts of stuff. So they're not doing poorly, but yeah.
for Caitlin Clark's she's getting beat
For
up.
those who say that they should be, on equal pay is ridiculous.
So
no, not a chance.
How did she get hurt?
Something like calf injury. I don't know.
It wasn't like somebody shoved her.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was kind of in play, kind of thing. It's just,
But she's been getting.
it's a strain. I
She's
think.
been getting a little.
Oh yeah.
And she's doing a little pushing back now.
Sure.
So
Yeah, it's getting like the Detroit and Chicago then now.
fuck yeah, Bill Lambier,
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
Bad Boys,
Right.
Rodman, and
Yeah.
what's his face, Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a
Lane Beer.
Lambier, Jesus, yeah. So anyway, so we pubbed it. Check out the WNBA. The NFL schedule.
Yeah.
That was big.
Yeah.
Do they just do it right or what? The NFL owns
The
sports.
fact that you can come out with the schedule announcement and people just
Yeah.
they put it on their calendars. Baseball doesn't do that. Like, do you know when the hockey schedule comes out? I have no idea.
I don't.
Right?
I gave up on
Yeah.
hockey.
Do you know when the baseball schedule comes out?
No,
idea.
no, don't even
But
care.
sure as shit, we know when the football schedule.
Well, baseball, we know they're all coming to once now. 'Cause
Sure.
it's a balanced schedule now, playing the whole major leagues basically.
Right.
So it's amazing. It is. I mean, like they have their own show and they purposely leak shit. I
Yeah,
mean, it's insanity, right?
Yeah.
My
It's
thing.
all about the hype and the marketing of it. They do a great
They do.
job.
They do.
with that.
Well, they got a good product, and people still want to go to games. The ratings there, fantasy's accelerated that. So my Falcons have 5 prime time, and you add the European one, which would be technically the only game on.
It's a national game, yeah.
So that's 6 games. So they got 3 of them are in the Benz, which is nice.
Who's that? Buffalo, right? That's a good game. They got some really good
They got a good home schedule.
Rams, right?
I mean, evidently, either the NFL is drinking the Kool-Aid, the Falcons might be good this year.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm hoping.
Yep.
We'll see.
Where are your seats? Same ones?
Same one. We didn't want
move up?
They wanted us to pay another PSL to get a 4th seat.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. So I'm okay.
You stayed put?
Yeah. I mean,
Three something?
342 row 10. They're not bad.
Yep.
I mean, it's just,
Sure.
it's just an area where most people just sell their tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expecting it to be full, so I'm not expecting upgrade Mike this year too much. So that's all right.
Yep.
I don't really care. I mean, the food's cheap.
It is.
And the beer's very
So
reasonable.
yeah, let me tell you about the experience I had at the Brave Stadium, right? At Truist. We sat not in, I didn't sit in the chop house, which we usually do.
Is that in West of Seats?
Yeah, section over from West, but yeah, it was sort of through him. Was a trade kind of deal. But yeah, $4 hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
Right down there. And
Did they drop the pricing?
yeah, I think they had that May pricing going on. But I'm not sure if that was a deal because I think they had $1.99 hot dog somewhere. Anyways, I had a $4 hot dog and a $4 thing of popcorn and a draft beer I had was,
10, 12
yeah.
bucks, yeah.
It was really, pretty cheap.
Good.
So it's a good bargain. The hot dog was really good. So yeah, I mean, good job. Hopefully they're following in suit with what the Falcons are doing.
With the Falcons. Well, I mean, here's the other thing. When your team might be struggling, you want to make sure you get people to the games.
Yeah. Well, that day there were 40,000 seats.
Yeah.
Now I got my heater moment for sure. That game, right? Yeah. I'm gonna let them have it. So okay. Sorry, I'm gonna come back to that. Where I'm going right now.
Go.
My heater moment, yes. So
Yeah.
I didn't go specifically for this reason, but they advertised this game as Bucket Hat Day. It's Bucket Hat Day at Stadium, right? Yeah. Bucket Hat Day was on the schedule. I was like, oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna get bucket hats. Blah blah blah. And I think it was like I thought it was every fan's gonna get them. So we get down there. We went to Antico, had a little pizza first, hung around, had a couple drinks. Cruise around the Batteries, cool.
Yeah.
We got in the stadium plenty of time, right? But we weren't like in line, right?
No hat?
No hat, right? Not even close. So we get in there and like you're in the line going to the right field gate there and looking, no boxes, no people handing them out. And then we get in. I'm looking around, going,
Is anybody wearing them?
nobody had them. A few people, very very few had them. And I was like, we were like, what's going on? We walk upstairs. There were like some families with little kids who had, the whole family. But that was it. I mean, I was looking. Nobody had these things, and I was like, what the hell's going on? So Owen looked it up while he was there. They only had 5,000. 5,000 and there were 40,000 people at the game. So 1 out of 8 people got a hat. I was like, how can you even advertise this as like?
I mean,
Bucket Hat Day when you're only going to give out
when they do bobblehead, it's like 15,000.
15,000.
I mean, at least it's
exactly what
double
Owen's
your
like,
odds
too.
there.
Yeah, Owen's like, if you really want to get a bobblehead, you can get one. Now these clowns who go down there and buy 8, of the standing room only seats, and then they're walking out with a friggin' Santa bag full of that because they're going to sell them or something or collect them or who the hell knows,
Right.
That's kind of bullshit. But yeah, I was a little bit, I mean, I probably wasn't going to fit my dome anyways, but I would have given it away. Cool little thing. They were pretty cool. But yeah, so yeah, screw you, Home Depot, if you're too cheap to buy those hats. Come on, man.
Oh, Jacob.
Yep,
You need to
Jacob.
talk to Home Depot.
You
You're higher up.
Find us some. Right.
You're in the finance department.
That's it.
Find more money for
Exactly. Find you need to install a Doge there. There's got to be something you could have gotten rid of and put more money towards these bucket
that.
hats.
Well, we don't want you to get rid of, though. We
Yeah.
want to keep your job.
Yes, keep your job by all means, but yeah, see if you can talk to the big guy into maybe finding some more budget for hats next time. So anyhow, I was like, it's kind of a
Interesting.
little good day, good time.
I bet you could find it, though.
I probably could. Like I said,
We could find it, Braves bucket.
I looked around. I was like, "There's no way that thing's gonna fit me, anyways." But I would have done something with it. Maybe give it to you. Like you got a little
Oh, yeah.
pea head.
They would have
Yeah.
been like down like
Yeah.
this on me.
Yeah.
So you had Olympics, but
So I had Olympics. So 2 things. Did we talk about this already?
no.
No. All right. So this brought this up the other day, and I thought, God, that's brilliant right there. It's the truth. So he said, if you win a medal for your country, right, regardless, gold, silver, bronze, whatever, you should be tax free for the rest of your life. No more federal taxes on you the rest of your life if you win a medal for your country. I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, because there's not that many people win a medal.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's skin off their.
Yeah. I mean, what do we get? How many medals do we in the summer? Let's
Some are all right, but still,
But even that's what's it?
it's all relative. Like
60, 70 people, something like that,
I
right?
didn't even say 100. Sometimes in the summer we get 100, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm
The
in.
Winter Olympics, now again, it's if the men's basketball team wins it, are you going to let LeBron not have taxes? Yeah, maybe there should be an income level there, cutoff for something like that. But either way, I thought, wow, what a great thing that would be. What a cool thing that would be for your country.
I mean, what about the fencing guy?
Well, why not? They need it.
Because
Yeah.
they're probably not
Yeah.
making
Hell no.
millions. They might be making a good living.
Look,
not,
and some of these countries pay big bonuses.
oh,
if like
big time.
Japan,
Yeah.
some of these other countries,
Russia.
they go all in.
Yeah.
You get you walk away with like $1 million if you win a medal for your
I'm in.
country.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got a petition that.
I want to run
that
to be the
started.
president of the AOC.
All right.
Oh, wait, Olympic Committee.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah,
what's
IOC.
your second?
Yes.
The second
The
one.
second one was then he goes, all right, if they gave you 6 months, right, 6 months of just all you can do is focus, right, on one event at the Olympics to see what you would do the best at, maybe even win a medal, and maybe get no taxes for the rest of your life. But months, what would be your best chance of reaching the Olympics, making an Olympic team, maybe even win a medal? Winter or summer, right? Winter or summer Olympics, right? Whatever it is.
So
You tell me, like average Joe Jason here, right? What do you think right now?
in 6 months, archery.
That's hilarious because I led with archery, and he goes, no, that's too hard. It's too special. I go, all right, fine, shooting then, right? Like,
Yeah,
remember the dude from
yeah,
Turkey
Yeah.
who came in like a sweatsuit, didn't even have like a thing, and he was like a cop or something.
That's all you're doing
Boom, boom.
for 6 months?
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning,
I
you're learning how to
I thought you might have gone. What's it?
shuffleboard.
Yeah, what's it called?
No,
curling.
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 That's hard.
It's hard, but it's like playing shuffleboard.
It's
right?
hard,
We're
though.
pretty good at that.
I know, but it's, dude.
Yeah.
You
slide all over the place.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think you're right. Some of the shooting events, obviously, it's not running or throwing anything or anything requires a lot of strength and coordination, right? But yeah, I think the.
I mean, I'm not discounting what they're doing. I'm saying, but
they're
that would be
fantastic athletes.
That would be the first thing that popped in my mind was that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done little of that,
Sure.
and I've hit the.
It's hilarious. And I went in the same place. He goes. He's obsessed with team handball now. Like like dribble 3 dribbles, jump, run, boom, throw a little ball. Team handball's wicked exciting to watch. We watch a ton of it. Big in Europe, right? Big. They have an Atlanta like league or club or something for team handball. And he's like, I got to do this. I got to find this and do it.
My wife's cousin John plays handball.
Plays team handball.
He plays
in Atlanta.
No, in Detroit. He plays handball like 1-on-1 or whatever.
Like the racquetball, not that handball.
Oh,
team handball. You know what team handball is?
No, I need them.
All right, look it up. Team handball is like 6-on-6 with a goalie. It's sort of like soccer, right? You know what it's like? Danish? No, what is like Danish rounders when the kids used to play that in school. Anyways, there's a goal, right? And there's a big like crease. Like you can't go into the crease. You have to like run and jump. But it's like you get 3 dribbles with a ball. The ball's about.
Oh yeah, I know.
The ball's about as big as.
Yeah. I remember
It's
this.
not quite a volleyball.
But he thinks he would be really good at that.
I mean, geez, yeah, baseball player.
First played in Berlin, Germany.
Yeah.
1917.
Yeah, it's huge in Europe. Absolutely huge.
Well, because they don't do anything.
Yeah, well, team handball. He's excited about that. He said team handball for him. I'm with you. Archery or shooting.
There's too many athletes.
Yeah.
That's more of an athletic thing.
Yep.
Archery, shooting's more hand-eye.
Yeah.
And
but I think we're both there with gold medal, right? Gold medal, no taxes.
So,
right?
Speaking of
Trump,
Olympics,
put that in your big plan, right?
Speaking of it, though, flag football is coming.
Flag football is
and,
coming.
And they're going to let the NFL.
They're going to let them. But do you think anyone's going to actually go and play? I mean,
I think
you talk about rolling an ankle.
I think the ex-NFL players.
I think you're right. I think guys who recently
and
retired.
I think there might be a few here and there will try it.
Yeah.
It is different.
What's the name? Tyree keeps talking about.
I've played flag football for years.
And how many times did you get hurt?
I only got hurt like once, maybe not that, but my hand was broken. Catching a football.
Yeah.
From a college quarterback.
I remember that.
But it's different.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like I'd rather play tackle football.
Yeah.
Because you're just going out.
Yeah. What's funny is I was reading an article about the quarterback for like the national team. He was saying the same thing. He was like, "Look, these NFL guys think they're going to stroll in and start playing. They got something coming to them.
Yeah,
it's a different game. So we'll see. I think it'd be cool.
I'll watch it. I'm excited.
Watch it.
Totally excited about it. Any other new sports?
Well, thank God, because it's in LA. Baseball and softball are back for this one.
Why don't you take it? Especially baseball with the
international, and softball for that matter. I mean,
like baseball,
the world,
Japan, all the
Australia,
Latin America countries.
All I mean, I don't understand why it disappears from time to time. It was in France this last time they didn't have it.
Is cornhole in it yet?
It's not, but it should be. Because that's one we could work on and maybe meddle in.
It's pickleball.
I wouldn't be surprised, right?
I'm watching Agassi and his little
Yeah.
reels. The dude is.
French Open this week started. Chris is all about French Open.
I don't care.
A lot of clay
I
tennis.
don't care until it gets. I've played clay tennis before.
Yeah.
I like it. Like when I used to play tennis way long time. You kind of time your slide to get to the ball. It's kind of nice.
Dirty that.
It's less pressure. Little bitch. All right. What's snack?
Snack time. I brought snack this week. We've done a lot of nuts. We've done a lot of pretzels, but we have not done spicy jalapeno cashews. Jason professed his love for cashews a couple weeks ago as the premium nut, right, in his collection, where I was more of an almond guy. You know, no, I talked about specifically about the Brazil nuts, right?
Oh, yeah, we eat those. Those are healthy for you.
Big time. Right.
But
you said I love cashews, and I know you love spicy shit. So specifically, I got these so you could try them. These are Emerald brand. I don't think they're Bobby approved, but I don't really care.
I can tell.
They're non-GMO. All right, fired up on there, Bobby approval. See what we got here.
And scan them. So I had. Where'd you go to lunch? You always go out to eat pretty good.
I had a banh mi today at a pho place at a Vietnamese joint. Excellent. Pho de cow in Kennesaw. Check it out. Excellent.
Man,
ginormous bowls of soup.
Wow.
And great banh mi's.
Lot of red.
They got
sugar.
What is that thing? Maltodextrin?
Yeah, natural flavor. The only thing about that, they don't know what it is. Yeast extract. Yeah. Vegetable oil is not good.
So what are you saying?
So I went to Taco Bell. I've been there a long time.
You made a run for the border?
For lunch. I was running and I went in there. Yep. Got a 3 taco meal.
Yep.
3 tacos and a drink.
Yep.
That shit used to be like,
I know,
like a $2.99.
What are you gonna tell me now?
$8. It was about $8 of tax. And it was fine. Just crazy. But it's the cheapest lunch out there.
100 for sure.
You know, besides the pub sub or the sushi thing at Publix, you can get on Wednesdays, $5.
They're not super salty. I would like a little bit more salt in these.
And they're not that spicy.
When they're saying they're spicy jalapeno, did all the seasoning fall to the bottom of the bag?
It's not.
Yeah. Well, we're okay.
Yeah. All right.
Emerald, I think you need to step up your game. These are okay, but not nearly spicy enough for me.
All right.
I'm going to reflect that in my score because I do not profess love for cashews like you do. They're okay,
25.
but they're like
probably
fourth. That's probably like fifth or sixth on my list of nuts.
3.5, and I'm being generous.
3.5, you are being generous. I'm going 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 on these.
All right. Well,
because they're cashews, which I'm not crazy about, and these are I can barely taste jalapeno. So
we went to the movies this weekend.
Again, yep.
I mean, we like movies. We saw Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Was they run? Was right?
It's so funny. He's always right.
Always.
Hey,
just bad. I mean, no, good. God bless him. That dude is like 60 years old, and
he does it all.
Yeah, he does it all. He does everything. I got mad respect for that guy because of that, but it is hilarious to see him.
You know, so great. You know, effects. It's like goes when Maverick came out. You got to see it in the movies. Like phenomenal.
I bet. Yep.
Definitely better than the part 1. That was great.
It was what?
The reckoning part. Yeah, I think this was the 8th. So number 7 was previous. It was awesome. I mean, you know, it was actually packed
in the theater.
Yeah,
really. Was it opening weekend?
Yeah, but we went on what? When did you went to the game? We went Saturday. Yeah. So we went to the movies. So thoroughly enjoyed it. They kind of opened the door maybe for another Mission Impossible, but it doesn't sound like he wants to do it. So I think there'll be a reboot down the road with a new actor. And today on the radio they said Ethan Hunt should be American. James Bond should be British. Yeah. Should never have a American be James Bond. I'm not saying that, but like
I agree.
But they should never have a British person be Ethan Hunt.
Why is that? That's not.
It's just like it was just a
that's
thing.
Not controversial.
No, but it was just brought up like don't ever fuck those up. Just, you know what I mean?
There's really no reason to. Yeah.
So I am actually going to go back and start from the first one with Tom Cruise.
That sounds pretty solid.
Because it's based off the TV show, which I watched back in the day. I forgot the guy's name. Anyway, so yeah, I mean,
I've seen maybe 1, 2 of those.
They're good. They're entertaining.
And you're right. Every time I watch it, I'm like,
So I'm gonna I think throughout the summer, I'm gonna catch all of them, and then by the time the the one in the movies will be out. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
And this is a small TV, so I probably won't watch it. I'll watch it upstairs. But yeah, so you went to the ball game. I went to the movies.
Yep.
And what did we do afterwards?
I heard there was a little bit of controversy on the food or beverage, right? Did something happen there? Yeah, what happened?
Oh my God.
Elizabeth was talking about.
So the last time we went to NCG,
Yep.
the fucking machines aren't working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you go, you haven't been in a while, if you don't recall.
Yep.
You go in, you get your tickets, and you
Yep.
buy all your shit,
Yep.
and then you go and get your popcorn and your drink. When we go, like, why didn't we didn't ask last time? I'm like, this time we're like, is this working? Because like we only see one machine is on,
Yep.
and the line is like 10 deep, and I'm like, fuck this. But anyway, so they did fix it.
What's
but
like the McDonald's fucking ice cream machine?
it's like the fucking the freestyle. Like they used to make the Coke people come out and change all that out.
Yep.
And they finally like, we're gonna have to train these restaurants and places how to change these little pods out. It's real fucking easy. It's
Yeah.
like a little pod.
Yeah.
Put it in.
Yeah.
But also, we got a small drink, and it used to be like the large, and the large was like fucking like a big old gulp, like from 7-Eleven, massive. So it's been annoying because it's like $4 fucking drink. Next time,
Shrinkflation.
smuggle.
Yeah.
Smuggling what I want. Maybe bring a good days in.
Yeah. Or two.
So but we pay for the VIP seats.
What does that mean? You get to lay down,
You get to recline.
like a fall asleep in like a bed, or
You could. Elizabeth may have nodded for
Really?
a couple minutes.
a little snoring action going on.
Yeah.
All right.
So well, I did nudge her to make sure of that. So anyway, we like the movies. A lot of good movies coming out.
What else? What do
We
we
got
got?
Superman.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that.
I'm waiting. He's got Super Dog in there. There's
Or the previews. Yeah.
that was one. I don't know. They keep running together, but I'm looking like there's another one, something in July, some big movie. We would all know it, but anyway, this is the summer for movies to make
Make a break.
because so they had Lilo and Stitch this past weekend and Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Is a best. Of course, they'd say record breaking, but prices are fucking higher too.
Sure.
So I don't think more people are going to movies. It just generate more revenue. So I don't know. We'll probably go see 2 more movies. I don't remember what they are, and then go from there. And I'll be done probably the rest of the year. We used to go to movies. We used to probably go to
We did too.
20 movies.
Remember like the Tuesday movies? That
Oh, the
like,
deal in the summer.
Yeah.
Deal. Yeah.
Yep.
It still has that.
Do they?
Yeah. So
We just don't do it anymore.
well, I mean, they make it like they make.
I get
everything pristine.
I get hooked into these shows at home. I'm like, why am I going to go to the movies when I can't even finish what
I
I'm
know.
watching at home? So
No, fucking no. Thank The Last of Us is over. Finish that shit.
yeah,
You it's getting stupid. And then I think I'm about to start. We're watching actually the John Hamm one's pretty good.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it's on. I don't know if you get that one. That kind of rolls into the next
It
thing.
rolls right into your heater moment. So go ahead.
Streaming service.
Well, let's talk about the NFL post that they put out.
Yeah. So Teddy sent me this thing about the NFL, how much it costs, give or take a few dollars.
If you
here.
wanted to watch,
Every
be able to
NFL
watch every single NFL game.
So Sunday ticket used to be how much?
When I first,
300.
it was even less than that. It was like I think it was $199 back in the day.
So now it's 522. YouTube TV, that's a raw error. So it's YouTube TV is $72 a month. So what is that? About $800,
Yep.
$900.
Yep.
Okay. Netflix, mine's $22.9. You have $22.9. Mine's not that much. Mine's only $17.99.
Yeah.
You actually, we're gonna get to yours.
Yeah, somewhere around $20. Yeah.
So anyway, Peacock, if you pay full price, is $13.99.
Yep.
For what? One fucking
Because they all got NFL games.
Yeah.
Yep.
ESPN Plus.
Why is ESPN Plus on that list?
I don't know. I
The
think
ESPN itself.
it's usually bundled everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you have YouTube TV, you're going to get ESPN. And
So
ESPN.
So I
Plus.
call bullshit.
I'm going to call
on that.
bullshit on ESPN Plus too.
So and then you got Amazon.
No, that's
That's
no doubt.
$90.
That's every Thursday game, right? Is it Amazon's Thursday
Yeah.
games?
Yeah, and who knows? They might have picked up more.
Yep.
And then you have taxes and this and that.
So yeah,
So it's about $1,400.
and the streaming services, and you still have to have cable to watch them on Sundays, right? Or some kind of.
You have to have internet.
Yeah.
So you have to pay a provider probably at least $60 a month.
But I mean, to get Sunday Ticket, I guess you could just stream Sunday Ticket if you didn't want to have TV at all.
But you still have to have a
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
And have internet.
No doubt.
So you still got to use that as well.
Yeah.
So that is insane.
So yeah, that if you swap that ESPN price out for like what you'd pay for internet, then the bottom line is the same. It's about $1,500 is what this,
which is
this
insanity.
yeah. If you want to watch, if you're just a huge NFL guy and you're never gonna miss a game, right? What about NFL Network? That's not even on here, but that's again, you don't get those with Sunday Ticket. Sunday Ticket is Sunday games only. It's not Monday night.
Does the NFL Network still have the games, or do they move?
Oh, those NFL Network went to Amazon, right?
They might have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Right. Okay. Either way, $1,500 to watch fucking
How
football
does
season.
the NFL
That's
Network
crazy.
not have any football?
That's nuts to think about that. Yeah.
So yeah. So then I did a little inventory what I pay.
Yep.
So I pay $73 for YouTube.
Yep.
Amazon's $10.75.
Yep.
My Netflix $18.99. Paramount's 10. Max is 10. Apple's 10. FanDuel for the Braves 20.
Yep.
My internet's 60, actually it's $72. I saw yours. How are you fucking paying the same you have the same package that I am, and you're paying $10 cheaper. Yeah, and you're getting Max for
I
free.
get Max for free.
So I went online today.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
you can't get Max for free now.
Call them and just yell at them.
So
All you gotta do is you call and yell at these people and say, so and so's getting this. I want to get this.
we used
If not,
to,
I'm leaving.
so when we used to have like DirecTV,
Yep.
you had Comcast, whatever your thing is, we were bitching how much it cost.
Yep.
150 or 120. So I'm now well over $200 just to fucking turn on the TV.
Sure. I'm not quite there, so I do Fubo. That's $80. Our Hulu, Disney, and ESPN Plus package is $24. I guess that's a month. My wife told me that. I don't really watch any of that, so other than ESPN Plus. And we got ESPN Plus so we can watch college baseball because they don't put games on until almost the end of the season, and then to watch MMA stuff. They do show quite a bit of that. But either way, that's where I get the value out of that one. Our Netflix, most of it is hosted by one of our providers, our T-Mobile, right? T-Mobile kicks in for Netflix Standard. I think we pay the difference, which is $4 a month to get the better one, where you can watch multiple accounts and multiple people, blah blah blah. Right? Our Amazon account, since we still have a college student at home, is tied to her account, $6 a month. That will eventually run out, I guess, when she stops having a .edu email address.
You can always have that.
I mean, I think it has to be live. They must somehow know. They must send you like an update every once in a while. You have to click on it, and if you don't have that email anymore, you probably don't get it. But how about doing it for teachers? Hey, how about giving fucking teachers who order a lot of shit on Amazon for their classrooms? How about giving them that same deal? All they want is the free shipping and maybe an occasional, coupon or whatever, right? And be able to get the NFL games. How about that one? Why don't we add that?
Why not?
Right? What are we doing? So yeah, give teachers a break. Certainly give veterans a break.
You know what though? I really
First
appreciate
responders.
I
get a break.
appreciate the Amazon because I own that stock.
Okay.
That's a solid.
So we get Max for free too. We get Max for free,
which is ridiculous.
as part of our AT&T, which evidently Jason does not get. So I don't know. Maybe that was an introductory thing that they've just never taken away. But yes, we absolutely get Max as part of that. We don't do Apple. I don't do FanDuel because T-Mobile also gives us. Well, let's see. No, FanDuel, part of the Fubo, still has the local sports network package. Right. So part of my Fubo subscription covers the Braves, but I also get MLB TV
through T-Mobile.
for free.
So you don't
Give you that.
So FanDuel, includes.
FanDuel will give me the Braves, right? Local regional sports. But if I wanted to watch the Brewers or Mariners,
I did nose around on the AT website. I might change to DirecTV because I can get the Braves. I can
DirecTV streaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I can basically save about $20. We'll see.
So,
But why is it so fucking complicated now?
I don't know.
I mean, they are fucking us over. I mean, everything.
We all had this cut the cord mentality years ago. Like, screw this. We're not paying for cable anymore. It's getting too expensive. Lord knows it was a fucking hostage negotiation every year.
We used to do. You used to do
With
it. We used to like, what
DirecTV.
do you pay? Oh yeah, call them back up, and then we would do
And
that.
you get on the phone,
yeah.
you stay on for 2 hours, and they dick around and pass you around, and finally, you had to just threaten them to leave, and they'd be like, "We're going to send you."
Still got my dish outside.
I got 2 fucking dishes on my house that I need to get off there, so I need our gutter guy to come over, fix my gutter stuff. My
Joe.
downspouts, Joe, if you're watching, and then get up my fucking roof and take down those 2 ridiculous, DirecTV dishes because I don't want them up there anymore.
Mine's on the side. But then I just got more fucking holes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If a roofer can get up there, just patch those up.
Mine's in the siding.
Oh, No, that's not too bad. That's easier passing.
I don't know. I don't really care. It's not bugging anybody.
It's an eyesore for me, and I'm pissed at them because I was like, "Fuck them," and I'm never going to use it again. They're all like, "Oh, leave it up there."
You never know when the world ends. Maybe that's how we're gonna get our shit back.
Maybe.
I still got the.
Well, mine is not as bad as yours. The total cost every month, but it's getting outrageous.
I bet.
You could spend.
What are you
so
paying
much
car
money.
insurance?
Yeah, we are on USA. Thank you for your service to my wife. Blah blah blah. She's absolutely dead on loyal to them. Never price shops anything around. Just assumes that they're doing right by us. Now, every time we've had, and we've probably only had 2 in 30 years claims.
You need to do it now.
They
'cause
were
they're
fun,
jacking,
right?
Jacking everything.
So, but yeah, I'm with you. I've recently started to poke around and fill out some things online and this and that. We have a broker buddy now, sort of, right? It's just changed companies, but
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people know brokers and whatnot. I'm like, screw this. Let's go shopping around.
Yeah, because it'd help with your homeowners as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 4 cars, right? 4 people, 4 drivers, right? It's a lot, a lot.
It's a nice. It's a car payment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a car
They
payment.
told when they deregulated that shit,
Yeah.
they jacked the prices up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know. You see, I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah.
And-
We're all paying too much.
Yeah.
But, we're a consumer society, right? We consume, and I don't mean just being a consumer. We consume things. We consume our entertainment, right? And everybody has these conversations at work or at, pickleball or wherever. What show you watching? What show you watching? We talk about it ad nauseum, right? And it's a good thing. We want to be able to share
Hey,
with
but then
our
I can't
friends.
even remember. half
Yeah,
of
we're
it.
going to share with our friends what we're entertained by. But there's so many options, and so many people get sucked into this and say, "Oh, well, I want to go watch that show that Jason's watching, so I'm going to go get Apple." Go, "Oh, Chris told Ted about a show that they really like, and it's on Max or it's on Paramount or it's on whatever," and they're going to go get that, right? I mean,
It's annoying.
it's a bit nuts.
I mean, it's only going to get worse. They're going to keep doing this, and they're going to be like,
We got to be disciplined, right? It's funny. A buddy of mine at work today, we just talked about this. And he said, listen to this. I swear to God, he said this. He goes, the only thing we have right now is Hulu. And we pay 99 cents a month for it because it was some introductory thing. He goes, that's all we have. The rest of it is just free streaming stuff and whatever.
there are some free
Oh,
stuff.
there are. Like, my Samsung TV has a bunch of channels
know.
that and I watch those a lot. When I'm sitting there, I'm like, the cooking show this weekend.
All like old, like 80s
Yeah.
shit, which is
Yeah.
great. Like,
Yeah, this guy worked this hilarious. So I said, this is why you're going to end up a rich man because this is the way you budget things like that. He goes, well, he started. I was like, that's true. You do have a boat and a motorcycle,
Yeah.
and a like a third fast fun car
Yeah.
weekend car thing. So he puts his money into other
stuff. Yeah.
other, and because of that, he doesn't really have time to probably watch a lot of TV, nor does he, does he want to
Or
spend
he's
that
just
extra
happy
money on it because
watching-
he can put it towards that. So yeah,
He's just happy watching Matlock with Kathy Bates on regular TV.
but yeah, we could do that, Jason. We could put the HD, TV antenna out there.
I'm not getting on my roof.
You should put out your window.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go climbing up on
The
things.
sad thing is, I don't really watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
It's just like if I do, I might watch in bunches. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I watch live
I
sports.
watch like maybe an hour a day max.
That's all I
I
want
mean,
for is live sports. If I could just say, if we always used to bitch about this all the time, and now they're finally doing it, like with baseball here. Look what happened with the Braves. We used to say, I don't want the NFL package because I'm only going to watch one team,
Yeah.
Steelers, every week.
But the
So why can't I make it $100 a year to only watch one team? And I think there's actually you can do that now. And look what happened with the Braves this year. They could say, if you want to watch the Braves,
It's $240 a year. Though.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit steep.
you don't have to keep it all year. You can keep it for the baseball
True.
season.
But
Cancel.
then
Because what else are you going to do on FanDuel? FanDuel Sports. I don't know. They play like
if the Hawks wind up being good, I'll win. But I'll probably cut it off. I mean,
I really only would want it for the Braves. So
yeah. And the sad thing is, I still don't watch enough of the Braves.
Yeah.
Jacob probably watches far more. I mean, I think you can share 2 accounts.
Yeah.
So legally, you can do that. So I don't know. I'm done though. Well, then you got like Sirius XM. I mean, that's another fucking scam. You get a new car. Oh, you get it for free.
Yep.
And then
I never.
and then they're like, oh, and all of a sudden you don't even fucking remember. You start looking at your statement. I'm like, fucking $23.99.
Yeah.
And then
I will say, we do have Spotify.
and then you call them back.
Yeah.
or you quit, you just turn it off. Then they're like, oh, we want you back for $5 a month.
Yeah.
So, but like, why don't you just give me that fucking price all the time
Yeah.
instead of that? So they're getting rid of this. I heard.
Hmm.
Was it you? Somebody just told me SiriusXM will not be in the card. They're just going to be an app.
Hmm.
And you can just pay for the app, which
Yeah.
means the price will probably drop because they're going to be competing with Spotify and
whatnot.
Pandora or somebody Sirius.
Well, that's what happens now. I mean, I don't pay for XM because I'm like, or Sirius because I'm like, I can just stream.
I like it because it
stream Spotify through my phone, and we have a family plan which is like nothing. And all of us have
Spotify's like whatever,
like $8 or
$9.99.
Yeah, it's
not like, and then everybody, and it's like, and then like Elizabeth's cousin Jill works Pandora, and she's like, you get your change. I'm like, well, we've got fucking 1,700 fucking playlists filled.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, and not like,
Yeah, and you get certain podcasts, and you get
you can get all podcasts. Hey, did you know we're on Apple Podcasts now?
Are we?
Apple Podcasts.
What are we doing?
We have to start promoting that, but yes, we are now. Every time our podcast loads up,
And where
you just go to
any place that you can listen
Apple
to
Podcasts. So we're on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yep.
And then Pandora's been a little tricky, but they're working on that.
You're like Mr. Worldwide here.
I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, huge following.
Yeah. What is our following?
I don't know. We got
My mother-in-law just asked me.
30 or 40 on Spotify. There's some people watch us on YouTube. Apple's the number one platform.
Yeah.
But,
All right, let's do it.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the analytics on that. But
Yeah.
hey, we're there. We're getting there. We're going to do some revamping. We may have a website.
What?
We may have some gear.
Yes.
Yes, we're working on it. Let's see here. We got
Mr. Worldwide.
We got 5 minutes here. So we're talking about Memorial Day.
Morning was good. It was a solid weekend.
Good
Really
week.
was.
Hey, and I took like 4 days off. I took like Friday, Saturday. It was nice. 4-day week. Maybe I might take a half. I play golf tomorrow. Friday. I don't have to do any tastings this weekend.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. Dude, what's going on in this war? Have you seen this rhetoric going on?
Yeah, my mother-in-law mentioned something about.
Dude, I think this is going to be ugly.
Yeah.
I think the world may get dragged in. Putin is pushing the button, especially to the Orange Man.
Yep.
Orange Man's angry at him.
Yep.
Anyway, hopefully it gets better. I don't know reason people will be dying for no reason. I don't really look. It's territory. He just wants the territory.
Yep.
They're Russian.
Well, it's always the same thing, right?
War
is only about two things. I want to possess your lands or your natural resources, or my God's better than your God. That's it.
So
That's literally the only reason anybody ever goes to war.
So speaking of resources,
Yes.
the volcano erupted in Hawaii,
I saw it.
spitting gold.
What?
Gold.
Shut up. Gold rush.
Gold, dude.
People are going to go out there and.
Oh my God, this is fucking wonderful. We need more gold.
Really? No shit. I didn't know that.
Yes. I read about it. I was like, no way. I mean, obviously, the core of Earth is a lot of minerals, but it was spewing gold.
Wow. No, I saw
That was amazing.
balloon
wasn't it?
right
Yeah.
coming out of it. It was
So that when that shit kind of subsides, there's going to be some gold diggers there.
Sure.
So, hey, hopefully the federal government takes that.
Yeah.
And puts it in the reserve. Now, I thought we were going to Fort Knox and actually inspecting the gold.
Yeah, what happened there? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
I mean,
Like no one knew where it was.
what happened? Did we have more gold than we were supposed to, or do we have no gold?
Yeah. Gold standard, right? Nixon took care of that.
Oh my God. All right, so I had a little thing like top concerts in person you've been to.
Yeah, we've talked.
I know one's going to be Van Halen when they were in their prime.
We're gonna talk about it, but let's go through your list first.
This was a couple.
And where? And where did you see these bands? And how old were you?
So David Bowie was
You put down David Bowie. That's
as the Omni. It was 1980. Yeah.
I'm not a huge David Bowie fan. He's just too fucking weird for me.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's concert.
Yeah.
I mean, I just threw some. I had plenty because his concert was amazing.
Yeah.
Journey was 19.
We've seen Journey together.
No, but I saw Journey at the Omni.
Oh,
I actually saw it with my dad and one of
yeah.
my best friends from high school,
Yep.
who's no longer alive, unfortunately. 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were rocking. That's when the original lead singer, Steve Perry, was there.
Yep.
You probably never saw Steve Perry.
No, I did not.
We saw Sammy Hagar.
We did.
I mean,
That's top. That's top 3. It might be top, and it might not be 2 or 3.
That was an Alpharetta.
I was out for last year, and it was amazing. And I continue to talk about it. It was the best of both worlds tour. So they played all of the Van Hagar hits and all the Van Halen hits. It was phenomenal.
Neil Diamond. I mean,
he's your guy.
He was here. I mean, I've seen him twice actually.
Yeah. No,
that was a Father's Day.
Remember that? Olivia Newton-John. That was at
We got
Mabel House.
no Chastain.
Oh, Chastain. That's
We got ripped. Remember the couple behind were drinking their wine.
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
fucking. Her wife
Oh,
said,
God.
"We're gonna go see Olivia Newton-John for Father's Day."
Yeah. Gee, thanks.
We one I didn't put. I went saw him once. It was at Jazz Fest, Pearl Jam. That's when I kissed like a 75-year-old woman.
Nice.
She just tongued me.
Wow.
My wife.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, it's hilarious because we're a lot of crossover here, a lot of the same bands here.
I mean, I got plenty. I've seen a lot of concerts. Yeah.
I would say for me, Pearl Jam too. In Charlotte, North Carolina, in 1991.
So I saw
my buddy Trevor came down. I was living in DC, picked me up. We drove to Charlotte at like fucking 6 a.m. We almost hit a deer on the highway. The thing was fucking ginormous. I'm half asleep in the car. He just like that. I wake up. I was like, "What the hell was that?" I look in the rearview mirror. There's a fucking giant, like 8-point, 10-point buck in the middle of I-95. So
no,
I don't know if they did, but we would have fucking if we hit that thing, we would have been done for.
I got a story about.
But Pearl Jam was great. This was, of course, back before cell phones. So I always tell the story. I'm like, I went in. We met a couple of buddies down there, and we went to the concert. And it just polluted, right? I mean, it was a great time. The band was just unbelievable. 293. Either way,
yeah.
So I go take a leak, come back, got separated from my buddy. And I remember looking up at the crowd, and there's like, it was like one of these old school stadiums where it was just like straight up, like one row of people, no marked seats, didn't know what to say. There wasn't a section or anything you were in. And I look up there, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. Absolutely no way. So I didn't walk up. I was too polluted. I think I stayed down at the bottom for the last couple of songs.
Dude, it's like,
and I started going and thinking to myself, I don't even know where the car is. Like, I'm going to fucking die in Charlotte here or be left for dead. Out of the blue, just boom, running into a buddy on the way to the car. And I was like, thank God I found you. So,
well, that's when we went to that concert. Well, I think it was Van Halen. I went to get beers with Greg.
Yes, I remember that.
And we were like, I'm like, I can't go down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I think he just left me.
Yeah.
And I had the beers. I just drank them.
Yep.
And I mean, it's before like cell phones. I mean, we had a cell phone, but
sure.
They were like, "Where's Jason?"
When we were in high school, I went to U2 at Yankee Stadium.
Oh wow!
And we went in 2 cars. Like one car had 3 or 4 of us in it. The other car had the other 3 or 4. We were all going to go, tailgate for the game. We had the food and the keg in our car.
Never.
And we were following, and we went off and took the turn, and they went straight. Never saw them again. Like, we didn't even know, like, I'm not sure they even, no, I guess they got into the concert, because we met at the seats, but we had drank all the beer, eaten all the food.
Oh my God.
And they were so fucking pissed. They were like, where'd you guys go? Couldn't find you. Now they had nothing. So they were eating like hot dogs and scrapping for whatever they could get. And we are just doing fucking keg dives and eating all the, burgers and stuff that we brought with us. Great time. Yeah, that was the, oh God, that's when he put the goggles on. It was a little bit of shit.
They're
and all that.
good.
Yeah. It wasn't the old school, U2 that was good. But yeah, the Van Halen one, my best one was Meadowlands 86 or 87 with Sammy Hagar. It was the 51-54.
Oh, yeah.
Saw that one.
Yeah.
Tremendous show. And then honestly, last year saw Metallica, or no, not last year, a couple years ago. Saw Metallica, and I'm getting ready to see him again next week. Next week.
Before you go out of town?
Yep.
Nice.
For the MC. It is a busy month for me being away. So yeah, Metallica on Tuesday, then we leave that Saturday for a week. Then I get back for like 3 days, and then we're going to New York for a week.
Oh, that's right.
Upstate New York.
And then you come back.
And then I come back, and I'm just taking a few days off before I go to Vegas. We go to Vegas for a show.
Is your wife going?
No. And then we get back from Vegas, and I'm home for like a day and a half, and then we go to the beach for a week.
So you're going to miss some cornhole.
I am going to miss some cornhole. Yeah.
We
got to figure that out. We lock that down. Did you send an email to them?
I will. Yeah. Schoolhouse.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
Yeah. Good shows, love concerts. No, that's pretty much it. I can't think of any. I mean, you and I have seen Journey. I've seen Def Leppard like fucking 6 times.
They're still pretty good.
They're still good. I don't mind them. It's always like Def Leppard and Kiss, or Def Leppard and Journey, or Def Leppard and Night Ranger, or whatever. So I've seen them a bunch of times, mostly at these
but
like
most of these bands. We're gonna eventually these bands. They're none of the original people are gonna be in it. They're still gonna just sing their song.
Sure.
So hopefully,
So when we're out in Vegas, it's Kenny Chesney. I've never been to a country concert in my life before.
Garth Brooks.
I've been listening to it a little bit, trying to stomach it in the car because I'm like, I need to get ready because the Sphere.
Yeah.
The Sphere is awesome.
Oh,
You know, I went last year
Yeah.
and saw Dead and Company out there. This time it's
not your cup of tea.
not my cup of tea at all. We were in a booth and drinking beer, and it was great. So I
They're
didn't
good,
give a
though.
shit. It was good.
Who was doing?
It was John Mayer. Yeah, yeah.
He's fucking good.
He was very good. They
Yeah.
played like 3 songs of the whole night.
Seen John Mayer. He is a great guitarist.
Yep.
I mean,
And huge dong, I'm told.
I think there's a lot of chicks.
Yeah. So we'll see how I will give a report when we get back in later this month on how Kenny Chesney went out in Vegas.
Kenny
We'll see.
Chesney.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ted, what do?
We drank
We snack.
and we repeat
We'll see you next week
for episode 20.
Somebody will be doing it.